Hi, I'm Dana. I swear to God, not that that makes a difference considering I'm not even religious, but this actually is going to be not the last ever webcam video, but the end of this little run of webcam videos. I am quite frankly accommodating to myself because I'm very tired, and this is just so much less setup than sorting out my light and my phone and trying to have a somewhat professional setup. I'm not a very professional channel, let's face it. So I've done a fair few videos where I've really encouraged you guys, or at least tried to encourage you guys to get out of your comfort zones a little bit, as much as I hate that term because most of us are out of our comfort zones all the time. But I've tried in some videos quite hard to discourage people from assuming that everyone's going to hate you just because you're autistic and you're never going to be able to make friends, you're never going to fit in anywhere, because I don't think that kind of stuff's true. I think that most of us could probably do with getting out a bit more and meeting more people, and it would probably be beneficial for us. And I you can check those videos out, quite frankly. I phrase it a lot better than I am right now, I think, because I am trying to do it in a way that is actually friendly and kind and encouraging, because I've very much been in the position many, many times where I don't want to go out and see people or meet people or make friends or talk to my friends or interact with people whatsoever, because I've been traumatized by people. People often haven't been kind to me. People have often really been very shitty to me and literally abused me. And if not that, people have. I'm often an easy target. I'm quite vulnerable for people to pick on and bully, and I quite often say the wrong thing. And I've just had a lot of times where self-isolating and keeping myself to myself has very much been the thing that my mental health has needed. So I do very much get it. But also, this video is a little bit different. We're taking a little bit of a twist on things, because sometimes it is just the place that you're in and the people that you're surrounded by. As much as I can encourage you, not everyone's going to hate you. Lots of people are really kind and friendly. Lots of people want to accept you into their communities and build a village with you and blah blah blah. A lot of people don't as well. A lot of people do meet autistic people and not want to engage and not particularly like us. And that's why I do massively, massively want to stress to the people that watch that sometimes you're in the wrong place with the wrong people. Sometimes it is really, really not you. Because I spent 12 years in Liverpool, and I had various points where I put in, honestly, probably more effort that I'm putting in now to meeting people and trying to build community and going to events and going to workshops and classes and trying to go to events based around hobbies that I have to meet people with similar interests, my chances of being able to make actual friends. And it's been fucking horrible. It's been genuinely traumatizing and horrible, and just made me not want to ever meet people and interact with them again, because the way people have treated me and the way people have behaved, I've just not understood it. And that's where this is going to be a rambly video, by the way. It's Sunday. It's a Sunday video. They're allowed to be rambly. That's how we work here. So tomorrow, the day that you're seeing this, I'm going to the Bring Your Own Art thing that I go to each month, and it's very quickly become one of my favourite things that I go to. It's such a delightful space. It's run in a gallery. One person owns the gallery, and she's there doing art with us, and she's a fucking delight and such a great artist, and you're surrounded by really good art, and all the other artists there are really nice and really kind and really friendly, and they're really willing to share what they're doing and talk about the techniques they use, and just, it's such a nice creative space where you're just encouraged to free your creativity and be who you are and do your thing. I can't tell you how much I adore and appreciate it. And I think I adore and appreciate it all the more because it's the first time I've ever been in a friendly art space. I've never in my life met artists that were nice to me. I've never met artists that took interest in my art, that encouraged my own creativity. I've been in quite a lot of artist spaces. During my time in Liverpool, I did try quite hard to access the art community, and it was one of the big things that made me decide oh, actually I'm not an artist. I'm never going to be an artist. I don't want to interact or network with other artists. They are gatekeepy and pretentious and rude and very difficult to interact with, and I didn't enjoy it in the slightest. I didn't like being around other artists. Even in high school, my experience of art was my teacher being well, you can't draw in hyperrealism, so what's the point of you trying to do anything? That's the fundamental basic. You need to be able to draw in full realism. If you can't draw this fruit bowl exactly the way it looks, there's no point you ever doing art again. So I tried quite hard to dissuade myself and continue with art after that. But then we moved to Liverpool when I was 16, and the art spaces that I accessed over the next 12 years, I didn't feel comfortable in, I didn't feel accepted in. I'd try to like make conversation, ask people questions, and they'd be really gatekeepy and act as though I was like trying to steal their thing. And I found it extremely difficult. And I don't feel like I've changed all that much as a person, you know? Like, I'm obviously like trying to heal from things, and I've put myself into a space where I'm much happier and a nicer place in general, in my opinion. So like, I feel like I probably do approach situations with a little bit more confidence and a little bit more happiness, and I'm just generally a happier, brighter type of person. But I also don't feel like I've changed the way that I approach people all that much. I don't feel like I've like massively improved my ability to socialise and create conversation. I do massively just feel like it's a case of I moved to a different place, and the artists here are nice people that want to share their creative process and talk about the projects that they're doing, and it's just suddenly so easy. Like, that's been the... I don't want to say it's so easy, because like I've made the videos about how fucking exhausted I am from going to all this stuff and pushing myself and talking to people and socializing and networking and making friends. Like, it is exhausting. It's not easy. And pushing through the anxiety to actually get myself to things is not easy. But being at the actual event is nowhere near as difficult as the past events that I've been to, because people are trying. Like, that's, you know, like, I'm not expecting, like, especially the types of events that I'm going to. Obviously, I'm going to a lot of, like, artsy things and so queers and things with queer people and creative people. So a lot of us are neurodivergent. So it's not as though, like, there's never an awkward moment or a social faux pas or whatever else. But it just, everyone's putting effort in to be nice, to try and have a nice fucking day, to try and have a good time, to listen to other people, to share their own opinions, to be friendly, to be kind. They're just putting in the effort that I so consistently thought was lacking. And then I'd have to like talk to myself and be like, babes, it can't be that everybody around you just isn't fucking trying. Like, come on now, you need to change something. And all I've changed is my surroundings. And it's easier, it's nicer, I enjoy it a lot more, you know? And that's where confidence comes into it as well, because I know that one of the things that I've talked about in past videos is that one of my big things when it came to performance and music and acting and that kind of thing was that I was so consistently told throughout my teen years, like, oh, you'd get the part if you just had more confidence. We'd have given you this part if you just had more confidence. And I was constantly like, well, maybe if you validated me just a touch, maybe if you just gave me one little fucking part, if I just had one hint that maybe I'm good enough at something, I'd be able to build some confidence with that, you know? Like, I had that thought so often. I was like, maybe I'm just wrong, because, like, I keep being told it, so obviously I need to, like, gain some fucking magical confidence from somewhere that's just going to bless my soul, and I'll suddenly be a confident person, I'll believe in myself. And like, it didn't fucking come, because I was just constantly told, like, you need more self-esteem, you need more confidence. And like, where the fuck am I meant to get it from? You know where I've gotten it from? I've gotten it from going to places and being like, here's the thing I did, and people being nice about it. I've gotten it from going to social events and being myself and talking about the things that I enjoy and being excited about the things I enjoy, and people engaging with me and being excited with me and being and wanting to engage in that thing and being interested. That's given me confidence, that's given me self-esteem, that's made me feel like I'm a person with worth and who's worth being around and that's interesting and all of that stuff. Like, big surprise, having people around me that treat me like I have worth actually makes me feel more like I have worth than the people around me just constantly telling me that I need to have more worth. And obviously, you should be able to have self-worth and confidence in yourself and self-esteem and all the good stuff without all of the outside sources. But it's fucking hard. Like, good luck being like a resilient, courageous enough person to have it without any sort of outside validation. I couldn't fucking do it. And I'm still not like the number one most confident person in the world, don't get me wrong. I don't think that like everything I touch is gold and everything that I do is great. But I definitely just have more... I don't have more fucking words to use. It's more confidence and more self-esteem, and I feel a lot more worth towards the things that I do in the art that I create. I'm looking over here because I've finished my foot shroom, and the next video is, if I edit it, going to be the process of making my foot shroom. And it's things like that, because I've been doing my foot shrooms since like 2019, 2020 time. Like, they've been a part of my channel the whole time I've had YouTube, I think. Like, I've been doing these bitches a while. a lot of people have seen them, and I'll give it, you guys have always been nice about them, and I've always really appreciated that. But I showed my mother, you know, like that's how long I've been doing them. I showed my mother back in the day. My ex saw me drawing them, like both my exes. Like the vast majority of people I've had in my life since like 2020-ish, they've seen my foot shrooms. No one gave a fuck. No one's ever, like, obviously you guys did, and again, I appreciate it, but comments online are not the same as people that actually know you being nice about the things that you make, you know? And it's what, like, the upbringing that I've had, even now as I talk about it in my brain, I'm like, well, why should people have to be nice about the things you make? Why should people have to be nice about the things you do? If it's good, people be nice about it, won't they? And it's like, okay, but this is the thing that I've been doing for ages. And all of a sudden the people around me are like, oh, that's really cool, I really like that. And I've never had that reaction before. And I'll give also, though, like, a massive, like, bonus to it all, a big thing that's made me, like, really take it to heart and really feel good about it, is that I'm getting the compliments from people who are going to, like, the same art groups ask me, and the same, like, Stitch socials ask me and stuff. So I'm seeing the stuff they're doing, and I'm seeing with my eyes that they're doing fucking cool stuff. And they're complimenting my stuff? Oh. Like, a compliment's a compliment, you know? Like, it's nice, whatever. But, like, as someone who just hasn't often fucking received them, to get them from people who are doing things that I also find to be really fucking cool, and really, like, I think they're really talented, skilled, cool people, and they're complimenting my stuff and seem to be thinking the same about me. It's fucking glorious. And one of the really big things that I think does sort of validate to me that it is the people and the environment and the place that I'm in, is the amount of things that I went to in Liverpool where I would be the only person that's showing up. Like, I went to so many queer socials, queer meetups, art socials and that kind of thing, and I was the only person that showed up. It would be me and the organiser, and I had quite a few where it was, like, so fucking awkward, because the organiser was just, like, really down and upset that, like, that no one had showed up, and I was just sort of sat there, like, yeah, no one showed up. just me, just no one. Cool, okay, like, shit, sorry, like, do you want me to go? Like, do you want no one to show up? Like, it was really awkward, and it felt awful, and I haven't experienced that here. You know, like, there's been some events that I've been to that have been a little bit quieter than others, but, like, there's been at least one other person every time, and again, the one other person that's showing up has put the similar effort in that I'm putting in to, like, create conversation, to make it a good time, to make it fun. And I had so many times that was not my experience. People would, like, the times that it was, like, small groups in Liverpool, it was just really awkward and really quiet. And see, the thing is, you know how sometimes in a group everyone's really quiet and no one's really putting effort into that one person does, and they just keep fucking talking, and it is kind of annoying, and you are sort of a bit like, oh, for fuck's sake. But also, no one else is doing it, so at least they're trying, so I keep interacting with them. And if that person isn't there, I become that person. There's just words flowing out of my fucking mouth, and no one's paying that much attention, and I'm pretty sure I'm annoying people, but also it's just so fucking quiet and awkward that I'm going to have to try something, and I hate it. I hate it so much. That is by far, I would rather have, like, the most sensorily overwhelming awful event over that, because it is just so awkward. I hate it because there's just words flowing out of my fucking mouth, and I'm not saying anything, and no one wants me to say anything, but I'm talking all the same. They're the worst. And I've not had that happen since I moved. I haven't had that happen. Like, it does feel like people in general around here just put more effort in. People want community, so they show up to try and create it. It's really fucking nice. I really enjoy it. And I've very deeply, I've tried to do things in the other places that I've lived. I've tried to make friends and build community and meet people, and I've often met people and had friends, and it's been quite fucking horrible. Like, that's what's traumatized me most, is the meeting people and making friends part. That's been the worst part in the past, and all of a sudden it's the nicest part. It's the part that it's the part that I am enjoying the most. Like, all the anxiety and the build up to getting to go to things and, like, dealing with life is made worth it, because I'm meeting people that I enjoy and that I like being around and that I think are really cool, and that, you know, interact in a way that I enjoy and I feel like they're putting effort in. And especially, like, one of the big ones is that when I'm getting excited about things and sharing my joy about things, and I'm not only having people interact in return, but I'm gonna message one of the people that I was with today at the Queer Social to be like, oh, when do you want to go to Shibden Hall together and have a little nose around the gay place? And like, it's because they were like, oh, I live near there, we should go together sometime. And it's these like really small things that like I've also been that person. It's like, oh, we should hang out sometime, we should go do this. And in my past, people have quite often been like, yeah, so I did somewhat stop doing it, but I've had it happening more and more here. The more that I go out and meet people and have like familiar people and get to know people, the more people invite you to things. And I do have a few moments where I'm pretty scared that I might have just invited myself along, but I also have a level of comfort of some sort in that I don't think they mind. Like I think people are just a lot more chill, a lot more relaxed, a lot more. If you're not being an asshole, they're not gonna be an asshole. And I'm not really used to that kind of person. And it's lovely. And it is, I really fully 100% think that it's purely, I moved to a new place. Like, I really don't feel like I'm approaching things differently, you know? Like, I do feel like I am somewhat of a different person because I am just a lot happier and a lot more stable and a lot more settled. But I don't think that that's, like, cured my fucking autism, you know? Like, I don't think that's fixed my social issues. I don't feel like I'm approaching situations differently. I just feel like I'm massively being taken differently because people are fucking nicer. So to round up, as much as I do think it's really important to put the effort in, you never know who you're going to meet. You never know who's going to show up at the event. You never know what lovely time you might get to have. I've also been in the positions where I keep showing up and I keep doing it and I keep going to it. And it's just fucking shit. It just don't work out. It don't feel good. It doesn't feel worth it. It's exhausting. And you get absolutely nothing from it. And it is so shit. And I don't think it's your fault. Like, I really, really don't think it's your fault. Like, I feel like sometimes from the comments that I've gotten from people who are honestly maybe the exact people that I'm aiming the video at. And that's maybe a really good sign that I do need to, like, approach it in a different way. Because it's those people that are getting the most upset and the most like, oh, well, it's not my fault. I do go out and try and it still doesn't work. And yeah, I'm sorry, that totally does happen sometimes. It sucks. I massively understand that not everyone can be like, I'm just going to move to Yorkshire because I went there twice and I think people there are nice. Like, I really big time understand that lots and lots of people, the vast majority of people can't just be like, I've been to loads of events in my area. I don't like the people here. I'm gonna move now. Like, it's just not an accessible accommodation for the vast majority of people. I do understand that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. I really just do want to give some level of comfort to people, I suppose. I hate that I like did that with my hands. That felt very performative. I was really searching for the word and I found it and that's what I did. I'm sorry. But I do just want to provide people with some sort of like comfort and validation. Like sometimes it's just not your fault. Like sometimes it really just is not your fucking fault, and it is all of the people around you somehow. Like sometimes it is just like the society, like the little pocket of society that you're in where you are, is just not the fucking pocket of society that you're meant to be in, and it's so isolating and alienating, and it feels like absolute shit. And it's not your fault, and you're not alone in it. Like I've very, very, very much been there, and every single time I leave my house and speak to people and actually enjoy it, and I'm like, oh, I'm having a good time here. It's a shock, it's a surprise, and it's a lovely one, but it's a shock all the same, you know. And I think sometimes it does contribute to me being like extra weird because people are just being normal and nice, and I'm like, oh my god, you know. But like I'm just gonna continue getting used to it and continue enjoying it. And it's one of those things as well, as much as I'm saying get used to it, I don't ever want to stop appreciating it and enjoying it. I just want to stop like having the moments when someone compliments me and I'm like, oh god, what do I do? You know? So that is where I'm ending the actual video, but I'm increasing the spiel that I have at the end here. So I would really appreciate if you stuck around. It'll be like 3 minutes at the absolute most, okay? So there'll be 2 links in my GoFundMe. There'll be 2 links in my bottom bar, the part below where I leave you information. It's not my bio, I know that much. The bit down there, ignore that. There'll be 2 links now because first off, as I know you've heard, but I'm going to keep saying until they're sorted, my friend Seth has set up a GoFundMe for their partner Shan. Shan has a variety of chronic illnesses and disabilities and just all sorts of slightly scary stuff going on with their body. That means that they quite often need to go to hospital, like out of nowhere. They require a lot of healthcare appointments and doctor's appointments, and all of those things, as well as anything fun and nice which they deserve to get to do, is extremely difficult for them, because all of the transport options that they have further injure them and increase them further chronic pain and just fuck up their body essentially. Every single fucking bit of transport and travel that they have to do is exhausting for them. It increases their pain. Sometimes they have to like literally just wheel themselves to hospital miles away. It's an absolute nightmare, and it's not how I think anybody should be having to live. So as such, they have to set up a GoFundMe so that you can hopefully help to donate towards them, so that Shan can have an accessible transport option that actually caters to them as a person, so that they can get to healthcare appointments safely, so they can get to hospital safely when they need it, so they can go out and live their fucking life in the way that they deserve to be able to. I know it's a rough time for like the vast majority of people right now. Most of us don't have a load of cash there, and it's also like a lot of cash that is required. Most disabled people's lives could be made a lot nicer if they just had the money. So I would really, really appreciate it if we could come together a little bit and try to get it for them. I know it's hard. I know it's a lot. I feel really bad asking. I really don't want to pressure anyone into doing anything. And like, it does make me feel quite awkward and awful. It's not as awful as Shan feels when they've had to like fucking just re-injure themselves to go to a doctor's appointment that they need, so that their health might possibly be somewhat easier to manage, you know? Like they're having a really difficult time, and I really want to help where I can. So alongside that, obviously Shan and Seth are part of our community here online, and it would mean the world if we can come together a little bit to help someone that's a part of our community. But I also have my little community here in real life of people that I'm actually meeting, and one of them is Eric, who is currently has a GoFundMe going so that he can get top surgery. I don't think I need to go into like extreme detail on how incredibly difficult it is to access. Honestly, I find it difficult to access healthcare in general in the UK. It's all the more difficult to access gender affirming healthcare, especially with the way that things are going with like legislation. It's a really, really fucking terrifying time for a lot of trans people, and I would love if we can at least help one trans person to actually be able to feel comfortable in their body and to feel like they can like live their fucking life and have a good time, you know? Like I'm all about disabled people and queer people and trans people being able to just live their fucking lives in the way they deserve to be able to. And I have a channel with 17,000 people following it. So if I can chatter some bollocks at the end of a video and maybe assist in helping to improve someone's life just a little bit, it would mean the absolute world to me. Like, the community that we have here has assisted me in being able to move here. It has made me, it's helped me to get a much happier and nicer life where I feel so much better about myself and my surroundings, and just everything has gotten so much better for me. And it is so massively with the help of friends that I've met through the community that we have here and the community that we have in general. It's meant the absolute world to me, and it has improved my life to a degree that I really can't even put into words. Like, I've made so many videos about it at this point. My quality of life has improved so massively thanks to the people that I've found through this community. So it really would just mean the whole entire world to me if we can help someone who's also a part of the community, if we can help someone that's a part of the community in my real life here. That's helped me to like really feel welcomed here, and really like it's just so many people are going through so many hard times, and I feel like I can do a little bit to maybe help out a touch, you know? So I would really like to. So both of those links will be down below. I know that I'm asking for money and I don't feel great about it, but also I don't understand how sponsorships work, so I've never asked you to buy anything. That's one thing that we have going for me here, isn't it? I've never tried to shill your shit. I got the free flares and told you how much I found them helpful, and I still use them because I really like them. That was years ago, guys. That was years ago, and I didn't tell you had to buy them. I just said you could if you wanted them because I find them useful. These are the only things that other people's GoFundMes are the only things that I've ever directly been like, can you give money to this, please? So I don't feel too awful about it, but I also still really actually don't want to put any sort of pressure on you or make you feel like you have to, or like, you know, I don't want to make it into a negative thing. I want to keep it as like a happy, positive thing of, we have a little community here that can help people, and I really love it. So I'm going to shut the fuck up now. You know, I feel awkward when I say that many fucking words in a row. I'm going to shower and wash my hair because I'm having artist pictures taken tomorrow. I'm quite excited. You're gonna see a profile picture change for the first time since like 2021. Look at us go. So yeah, that's, oh my god, that's the end of it. Whoever you are, wherever you are, I hope you're having a lovely morning, evening, day, afternoon, week, month, year. And that's a little treat if you've listened to all of that. Look at Oates. Look at that boy. Look at this man. Everyone that meets Otis has a moment when he's on his back like this and they're like, oh, I wish I could go for his belly. And you actually can. I've been training this boy to be like this since the literal day that he was born. I mean, obviously still respect him. If he rolls over and doesn't want you to, don't. But you can touch his belly and he's not going to dig his claws in, that's for sure. Oh. I feel like you need like an hour of him as a thank you for listening to the entire fucking spiel that I just gave. Oh, he's just a baby. He's just a little boy. Oh, I love him so much. Yeah, okay, thank you. Thank you. Really appreciate it.